And we are back after another fantastic day of football. Started, of course, by Manchester United's Bangkok Century Cup win over Liverpool, a 4-0 pre-season victory in Erik ten Hag's first game, which I'm still very happy about, and I'm still very aware it was pre-season, so it doesn't really count. But all in all, a great day for me from that. Other than that, we did have, of course, the two Women's Euros games. The first one not being that entertaining, if we're being honest. We'll get to that when we get to that part of the video. But the second game I thought was a fantastic clash of styles. We had the Spanish tiki-taka against the German strength, power, and the routine efficiency, as always. And it was the Germans that came out on top. A great night for those Wolfsburg players who were rather embarrassed by Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final a couple of months ago. So great for them to get their revenge over those Barcelona players. Essentially, that's what last night was. It was Barcelona against Wolfsburg again. And like I say, this time it was the Germans that came out on top. If I'm being honest, I thought the Spanish were a little arrogant. I think they tried too hard to stick to that, the routine Spanish style of play of pass out from the back, try and break through the opposition that way. And the German just put so much pressure on them that they were able to win the ball back, and that's how they got their goal. Like I say, I just think it's too arrogant from Spain. They need to know when to play long balls and when, literally you cannot pass out from the back because there are more players pressing you than you have available passes. And that's what cost it for them, for me. They did, of course, have more chances in the end. The German goalkeeper making a couple of fantastic saves. But I felt the win was more than merited for Germany, and they've now put down a fantastic marker for themselves as potential winners of this tournament. They have a relatively good run, certainly up until the semi-finals now from here. So good opportunity for them to do well in this tournament. As for Spain, they now run the risk of going from tournament favourites to potentially crashing out in the group stage if the final game doesn't go their way. And if I'm being honest, after what I saw yesterday, as an England fan, knowing that as winners of our group, we'll be playing the runners-up of that group, I have to say I'm very confident that England should be able to beat either Spain or Denmark, depending on which way that final match goes. So lots of positives for me yesterday. Let's see how I got on with the results of Matchday 7 and have a look at them right now. So there were, of course, these two games, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Spain. We spoke about them a little bit. That's what I went for. These were the results. As I said, the Denmark-Finland game I thought was rather a poor watch. Both teams looked a little bit off the pace. I thought Finland defended well like they did against Spain. Denmark got the job done in the end just for a 1-0 win. And we've already spoken about Germany-Spain enough. But 1 point in both of them, both getting the correct result but not the correct score. Meaning we get a matchday score of 2. Bringing the tournament score up to 14. And as always, please let me know down in the comments how you got on. Let's look ahead to Group C today in Match Day 8. So, the most finely poised group of the group so far after Match Day 1, or Week 1, whatever you want to call it. Round 1, we have Sweden, Switzerland, Netherlands and Portugal, all on 1 point each after respectively drawing with each other. Today we have the two good sides playing against the two weaker sides, as we will on the other match day of this group. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as that. I think Switzerland and Portugal both showed they have qualities that could cause problems for Sweden and the Netherlands respectively. We'll start with the early kickoff, which is of course Sweden and Switzerland. I am still going to go for a Sweden win. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. I think Switzerland, like I said, played well against Portugal. They threw away that lead really in the end. I think Sweden will have too much quality for Switzerland, but I can see Switzerland hurting them, which is why I have given them a goal. As for the other game, I'm not going to be as generous. I think the Netherlands performed at a far higher level than I expected. They are the defending champions. I didn't expect them to get anything against Sweden, and they did. And I think they will just be far too good for Portugal in the end. I'm going to go for 3-0 on this one. But it honestly wouldn't surprise me to see that scoreline being even higher. Goal difference is now, of course, massive for this group, as it is expected that Sweden and Netherlands will beat Switzerland and Portugal in the two respective games. So this group, in terms of who finishes first and second, will come down to whoever scores more goals between Netherlands and Sweden. So very, very interested to see where these go. Could end up being two absolute routs, as they are both aware of this. So look out for another very high scoring day. And that will be it in terms of the predictions. Please like, share and subscribe if you are enjoying the content on here. Ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of the new content and so you can get your predictions in before anyone else. And thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for Group D in Matchday 9.